It's time to do a triple Air Jordan unboxing and pay tribute to Spike Lee, aka Mars Blackmon. Mars Blackmon was actually a fictional character in one of Spike Lee's movies, She's Gotta Have It. It came out in the mid-'80s. And also, Mars Blackmon did a lot of Nike ads in the 80s and 90s. Mars Blackmon teamed up with Michael Jordan for commercials for the Air Jordan 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's have a look at some of these shoes. So in here, we've got the 2012 Air Jordan 4s. Originally, this was the fire red colorway, but in the recent retro era, Nike's been calling this shoe varsity red. Like back in the day, this was called the Fire Red 4. Interestingly, Nike's been using fire red as a backup color on the black and cement Air Jordan 4, and then it's the main color on the Toro Bravo Air Jordan 4s, but for whatever reason, on this shoe, Nike used varsity red. So anyway, it's one of the original colors of the Air Jordan 4. There were 4 original colors of this shoe: black and cement, white and cement, this shoe, and then the military blue. And Michael wore the first 3 of those shoes on the court, but never wore the military blue Air Jordan 4s back in the day. Really good looking shoe. There's something real special about Air Jordans in the colors that he actually wore when he was playing. Like when you see pictures of Michael Jordan wearing this shoe, it just makes the shoe that much more special. So from the 2012 pair, I want to have a look at a pair that released in 2006. But before we do, let's talk about 2012, which was the 23rd anniversary of the Air Jordan 4. And Nike cranked out a whole bunch of Air Jordan 4 colorways that year, and so it's no surprise that they did this OG Fire Red. What is a surprise is that they called it Varsity Red. So we'll have a look in here at the 2006 pair. It's kind of matching with the 2012 pair. In 2006, Air Jordans came with retro cards. You can see that's Michael Jordan's playground on there. And then here is the 2006 pair, which actually is known as the Mars Blackmon edition. And again, it's white, varsity red, and black. And you can see the little face of Mars Blackmon back here. I gotta be honest, when this shoe originally came out, I was not feeling the little Mars Blackmon face. This colorway had never been retroed in original form, and I wished back in 2006 that they made it without the little face on there. But like I said, Mars Blackmon teamed up with MJ for commercials for the Air Jordan 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it kind of made sense to make an Air Jordan 4 with his face on the back of it. Now, Mars Blackmon, we said, came from movie She's Gotta Have It. Now, there's another Spike Lee movie that has an Air Jordan cameo in it, and that's Do the Right Thing. Somebody's Air Jordan 4s are ridden over by a bicycle. Go on YouTube and search for Do the Right Thing Air Jordan, and you can see the movie clip. And then Nike honored the Do the Right Thing movie by retroing a pair of 3s in blue, and then some 1s in metallic colors, and this was like about 5 or so years ago. Anyway, let's move this Mars Blackmon Air Jordan 4 out of the way. And then I want to show you another pair of shoes that came out in 2006 originally, and it's called the Spiz'ike, which is a collaboration between Spike and Mike. So that's how you get the name Spiz'ike. It's a hybrid of an Air Jordan 3, 4, 5, and 6, which were those original commercials with Spike Lee, and also the Air Jordan 20. Let's pop into this right here. This is the original colorway, which is kind of like Christmassy. And this pair is actually signed by Spike Lee. Let's move the Mars Blackmons out of the way and put the autographed Spiz'ikes front and center. You can see that the shoes are yellowing over time, which is a shame, but it's inevitable. Shoes deteriorate. They're not made to last forever. So in 2006, Nike made this Spiz'ike. I remember thinking this was like very Christmassy, and then the next colorway was basically the same shoe, but in black nubuck, and it was like the Black Christmas edition. These shoes retailed for $185, and people were all over them, like lining up. I remember actually lining up to buy the black pair at the mall in San Diego, and there was this dude in back of me in line, And when you line up for shoes, everybody's like trying to figure out what size everyone wears. And I asked this guy, what size shoe are you? And he's like, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11. He listed off all the sizes between 8.5 and 13. He didn't care what size he got. We both actually ended up getting a pair, which was cool. But looking at these Spiz'ikes reminds me of my camping days. The white pair and the black pair were so successful that Nike has retroed this shoe so many different times, and it's even available right now on Nike ID. They even retroed this original colorway again. Let's like really look at this shoe right here. So it's a numbered pair, comes with like a little hang tag, almost like a dog tag, and it's numbered 3842 of 4032. You can see it's a hybrid of, like we said, the Air Jordan 3, 4, 5, 6, and 20. On the back is Mars Blackmon, and on the other shoe is the 40 acres and a mule logo. You can see that both of these pairs are autographed by Spike Lee. So we've got an autograph right there on the inner ankle. And then on this pair, the autograph is on the toe box. Very, very cool piece of history right here. The first Spiz'ike numbered and duly autographed by Spike Lee. So there you have it. It's been a great pleasure checking out the 2012 Varsity Red Air Jordan 4s, comparing them with the Mars Blackmon 2006 Air Jordan 4s, and then checking out the autographed pair of Spiz'ikes.